All right, what's up, y'all? So this video popped up on my feed, and it was a girl reacting to Dr. Mike. Dr. Mike is pretty bitch made because he's paid off, and he just spews a whole bunch of nonsense from the mainstream. And this random girl's just in the vid, so I'm gonna just react to this shit.
Hello everyone. So today we're going to be reacting to Dr. Mike goes vegan for 30 days.
She actually has decent skin, actually pretty good.
I'm not obsessed with this guy.
Yeah, he's a bitch.
I know I made another video on him, but his content is just entertaining. So let's get into it.
Okay, a whole bunch of bullshit seeds.
Okay, already not a single one of
Bro, is she locked in? Wait a minute.
these foods he has here is real food. Like genuinely not a single one is an actual whole food, which is like a red flag because you should not be eating packaged food.
On my soul. Yeah, that's such a mistake.
Let's see. I don't know. I'm expecting his health to decline, but hey, what
Of course, every vegan's health declines.
do I know?
One of the biggest problems I ran into, and this
Probably he's bloated and has to shit all the time.
is really embarrassing to say on camera, was it's officially
God, I fucking hate this guy.
official. 4 weeks of going vegan
That's a mistake.
are in the book.
Why would anyone do that? Just
Bro, I think she's locked in. Wait a second.
genuinely, why would anyone do that?
No, seriously though, why would anyone do that?
And I'm so happy I met my goal. I have to thank you guys for
You shouldn't be happy because for 4 weeks you depleted your body of necessary nutrients
Now she's spitting though all the fat soluble vitamins A through 3 and K2 and all the amino acids, leucine and glycine that you barely get from plants. She's kind of spinning right now.
and complete protein and
Come on.
bioavailable vitamins and minerals.
Come on, like methylfolate.
So, and you probably ate away at quite a bit of muscle
She's right.
while you did this 4-week challenge. So I don't think you should be proud at all.
challenging me on my 30 days of keto video.
Even for his 30 days of keto, he probably ate some bullshit like some fucking olives or something and actually fucked up his fat adaptation.
Just to clarify,
So he didn't get any benefits.
there are
He never touched ketosis.
many reasons why people follow a vegan diet: moral, ethical, environmental. But
It's literally worse for the fucking environment.
the information I'm going to cover here is only what's related to nutrition and health. If you
Bro doesn't know shit about shit.
want me to talk about those other concepts, I'm happy to do so. Drop me a line below. It will make a dedicated vegan video to just that.
Nah.
Nah.
Bro, I can't lie. Bro, I swear to God, I didn't watch this video before. She's like actually hella tapped in. Holy shit. Wait, she's locked.
Vegan diet can be a very healthy diet.
That's a lie. It's a lie. It
Facts.
literally cannot be a healthy diet unless you supplement with
I was just, whoa, wait, what? I was just about to say that shit. You gotta supplement B12, EPA, DHA, vitamin A pretty much in the form of retinol. Everything damn near.
every single vitamin and mineral. But again, that's not even a diet anymore. That's literally just getting all your
The pill diet.
nutrition from supplements and not actual food. It can never be a healthy diet.
Whether you're young, old, somewhere in between, pregnant, non-pregnant,
Never, ever.
Yeah, that's actually fucking terrible. I'll put some up on the screen, but if you're a vegan and you breastfeed your child's gonna die from sudden infant death syndrome or something else.
Go vegan if you're pregnant. Your baby
Because the breast milk is toxic and poisonous.
needs essential nutrients. It cannot be relying on these plant sources of non-bioavailable nutrients.
True.
breastfeeding, not breastfeeding. Basically, it's applicable to all life stages. The reason I put that word
Yeah, it's fucking terrible.
"can" in there, you can follow a vegan diet, eat vegan burgers with sugary sodas, with gummy candies, still be vegan, and that's not really healthy, right?
Yo, I can't lie. The diet history video for me is coming out soon, and along with the what I eat in a day. But shit, I can't lie. I used to be vegan, bro.
And I have to say, it's not
Terrible idea.
the only healthy diet out
It's not healthy at fucking all.
there. Some of the loudest voices in the vegan community are quick to say that veganism is the only healthy option. That's not the case. There are several other healthy diets out there. For example, the Mediterranean diet I'm personally a fan of, that are just as healthy, if not healthier.
By the way, the Mediterranean diet is the most overrated diet in existence. It's just full of
There's not even one Mediterranean diet. It's like fucking 25 fucking 1,000 diets because that's such a huge area. And people just say, oh, they eat a ton of plants. That's not fucking true. They probably just eat a ton of meat and fish.
Polyunsaturated fatty acids.
That's true.
And it limits red meat, so you're not getting good nutrition. And it recommends
It's a fake diet.
you get most of your nutrition from plants, which are
That's the man-made Mediterranean diet, not what they actually eat in the Mediterranean.
devoid of nutrients.
A vegan diet. I have to be honest and admit that I don't generally recommend veganism as my first option. I do
It's the fucking last option.
know
Good. Honestly, I think that's a responsible thing to do as a medical doctor, because you'd be
He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He's barely even a fucking doctor.
putting your patients at risk if you did that.
that it's a restrictive diet, and we know restrictive diets have high failure rates. Plus, the benefits of a vegan
That is not the reason why you shouldn't be putting your patients on a vegan diet.
Yeah, it's because it has no actual fucking nutrients.
It's not
And your hair is gonna fall out.
because it's restrictive,
And your skin is gonna be fucking destroyed.
which it isn't.
And your gut's gonna be destroyed.
I don't think vegan diet is that restrictive. Do you know how many foods you can eat? I'd say a
It's not restrictive at all, actually.
keto diet is much more restrictive for a carnivore, but the fail rate is so much lower and minuscule on those diets because people succeed on them all the time. They see health benefits almost immediately and they keep going, and it's sustainable, unlike veganism, which is not as restrictive.
diet aren't that much better than some of the other alternatives that are simpler to follow. When I recommend a diet, I'm trying to create the healthiest diet, but also one that's feasible and achievable for my patients to face without disrupting their lives. On the other hand, if one
Okay, this guy's a fucking pussy. I don't give a fuck.
or a nutritionist,
Fake ass paid for research, dude. That's funded by Kellogg and shit. Like, come on. And Nestle.
the research behind health benefits of following a vegan diet are substantial and high quality. If you're following standard American diet and then switch over to a vegan diet, you're going to see improvement in chronic diseases like
I can't lie, I think the standard American diet's better than a vegan diet, honestly.
diabetes, heart disease, stroke.
That is
Actually, vegans have the same amount of strokes than non-vegans, meat eaters. And especially they have a higher chance because they eat so much sugar and they don't have any B12.
only if you switch from a standard American diet to a Whole Foods vegan diet. That will not occur. You will not get these enormous health benefits if you switch from a standard American diet to a processed foods vegan diet. The only reason people say they cut out meat and they feel better is because they're not eating meat in the form of Big Macs. It's
That's true.
ridiculous. Also, studies show that vegetarians and vegans have smaller brains, and also children
Well, yeah, they don't get any EPA or DHA.
as well develop much slower
The child will probably be retarded. They'll probably have rickets and they'll probably have autism.
because they don't get enough B12 and other important nutrients.
Folks,
Yeah, your brain actually does not develop without fat soluble vitamins.
even an extension of life in some cases. And what's most interesting is when we add some animal products into the mix, those outcomes still hold true. That's why what I recommend to my patients is a plant-focused diet, meaning that they should
That's the absolute worst advice that you could give to a patient. You want an animal-focused diet.
Facts.
get the majority of their calories from plants, fruits, vegetables, legumes, nuts, seeds.
Bro saying calories like it applies to human beings, like it's not the amount of energy to raise 1 gram of water 1 degree Celsius. Go fuck yourself. And then he just said seeds and legumes, which have the highest amount of plant toxins like lectins, phytic acid, all that shit, etc. You all already know.
Why? Genuinely, why?
Seriously.
Healthy fats, and a moderate amount of
Healthy fats are preferably saturated fats, not plant oils,
True.
because they're full of PUFAs, which are just going to inflame
Oxidize your mitochondria.
you.
Or oxidize the cardiolipin in your mitochondria and create reactive oxygen species. Yeah.
poultry and fish with a minimal amount of red meat. In fact,
That's a fucking mistake.
I can't do this.
that's the
He got us both crashing out, bro.
diet I follow and recommend to my own family. The field of nutrition research is ever changing, and as we get more information, more quality studies, we doctors
There's no quality nutrition studies, actually. Like, they're all pretty shit. They're just epidemiology.
and nutritionists alike are going to be able to give better recommendations when it comes to a vegan diet, a plant-focused diet. All of this is susceptible.
Guys, I don't know if you can tell, my cortisol is immensely spiking from this video already. I don't think you
Bruh.
guys understand how painful it is to watch, so be grateful.
This shit is pretty bad. Like, I'm probably going to end the vid early. I can't lie.
to change, but it's important
And I just had an amazing meal that I'm not going to tell y'all niggas what I just ate, but it was very good.
that we make the best decisions with the knowledge that we have on hand. The one thing that I can say with 100% certainty is there's no such thing as a miracle diet for everybody.
There's a proper human diet and there's a species appropriate, species specific diet.
I'd say there definitely is. If you cut out carbohydrate and if you do an animal-based diet, which I don't mean like the Paul Saladino animal-based. I mean if
Paul Saladino's a bitch. Look at my Paul Saladino video.
majority of your food is coming from meat, I'm saying like 70%, then that would literally work for the benefit of every single person, no matter who you are. That diet will work for you.
On day one, I was excited. I was like, if I could tackle keto, I could definitely do vegan.
Keto's so much fucking better.
First point at which I had a little bit of hesitation was when I ordered my first at-home delivery.
So the motherfucker's just eating junk food on his vegan diet. Test out. Like, go fuck yourself.
Buffalo cauliflower bites.
That looks so disgusting, dude. Bro, that's just fucking disgusting.
Those are
And there's some seed oil ranch. Oh my gosh, with linoleic acid in the fucking seed oil. Soybean oil. Go fuck yourself.
so much worse for you than chicken wings.
Literally.
I guarantee, because those are fried in seed oils. Plus, the cauliflower has a bunch of goitrogens in them. It's
Which block your thyroid.
cruciferous vegetables. I would stay away. And on top of that, it's just devoid of nutrition. So, and
True.
you're putting this buffalo sauce
And the seed oil sauce. Yeah.
on it that's just full of like shit. Oh, sorry for swearing. But if you get
Nah, you good.
actual chicken wings, if you just air fry them, which is the best option, then those are actually going to have nutrients in them, amino acids,
But they still have some carcinogens from cooking a starch.
bioavailable protein. And even if you get like a deep fried buffalo chicken wings, I think those would be better than the cauliflower. Because if they're both fried in oil, seed oils, and they're both covered in this buffalo sauce, then the chicken is objectively healthier and better for you than the cauliflower.
With some kind of not real mayo. And this is a wrap. With
Hydrogenated vegetable oil and trans fats in the wrap. So you're just eating junk food.
vegan cheese and unchicken.
That's disgusting. That's not even real food. There's no real food in that wrap. You're telling me that you think that this fake cheese and fake chicken is healthier for you than real cheese and real
No, seriously, like this guy's actually tripping. That shit doesn't make any sense, but she's going in on this thing right now.
chicken. That is absolutely an awful take.
I was having second thoughts. And that's
Because it's a fucking mistake.
felt like me. If I set a goal for myself
Okay,
to this
what
V
is he
conference, I was working all these.
Bro, she don't give a fuck either.
Looking an appetite.
He was probably fucking starving the entire time.
One of the first obstacles I ran into on the vegan diet was under eating
What the fuck did I say?
calories. Now
Oh, wait. Well, this dumbass is saying under eating calories like calories are part of human beings. You're just eating a ton of carbohydrates. So you're an idiot.
partially to blame here because I didn't prep well. And even at the opening of this
Yeah, because it's fucking impossible to get the amount of food you need in the form of fucking only plants, obviously.
video, I said the healthy way to follow a vegan diet
Is none.
to adequately plan your meals. For the first 2 weeks, I have to be honest,
I don't have to plan my meals. I just eat a ton of fucking meat. Pause.
didn't have much of an appetite. I'm not a huge
God, that looked disgusting.
fan of just eating vegetables and rice and beef.
Because it's disgusting.
It's really fucking nasty. She's right. And rice, ton of arsenic. I already know you're eating rice with the husks, aka brown rice, with more toxins and more arsenic. So
And your body repulses it.
Beans. So I didn't have tremendous portions. And because of that, I was calorie deficient. I actually noticed some weight loss. What helped me tremendously to
you were protein and fat deficient.
make up this calorie deficit is eating some of these snacks that Thrive sent over. If I didn't have these snacks, Simple Milk. One of the biggest problems I ran into, and this is
I already said this at the start. He was probably shitting himself.
really embarrassing to say on camera. The whole plane, right? I'm sitting next to a doctor. My stomach is going.
That's because when you eat all plants, it's so much fiber. All that food is
Impossible to digest.
none of it is getting absorbed, so all of it is literally just passing through you, fermenting in your colon. That is absolutely
Making you fart every single 10 seconds. Yep.
disgusting. With meat, it has nearly 100% absorption rate, and with animal products,
Facts.
you actually absorb what you eat. But with fiber and plant foods, a lot of that food is just sitting in your stomach and in your colon for so incredibly long, just fermenting in there, and that is absolutely nasty.
Sometimes I eat like 2 pounds of meat at once and I won't be bloated at all. Like it looked like I just worked out or something because I mean, meat doesn't bloat you at all. It's only plants. Like people think it's crazy, but you could eat like such an insane quantity of food in the form of like red meat and fat, and you won't be bloated at all.
To stand up like 3-4 times. From day one up until the last day of the diet, I was having tremendous gas and bloating. It's so embarrassing.
See,
I know.
that is not a healthy thing.
Seriously.
If you smell like shit because you're going farting everywhere, then you can't think that what you're doing is good for you.
That's what I'm saying.
Farting and stinking up a room is not a healthy thing, and bloating is also not healthy. You shouldn't look bloated.
You should never be bloated ever.
It's not something that is good for you, and it's not normal.
To say. I mean, think about this. I fly on planes. I interact with patients for long periods of time. I sit in
Cry about it, bro.
conferences. I can't just be sitting there flatulent. I did try and isolate some ingredients to see which ones were causing.
It's fucking all of them, dude. Every single thing you eat on a vegan diet is high FODMAP, aka it ferments a shit ton.
This gas and
Literally.
bloating combination for me, but I couldn't find out what it was. I normally
Because it's all of them. It's literally all of them. It's just fiber.
eat brown rice. I normally eat vegetables and fruits and beans. I expect them to go away after 4 weeks, but no, they stuck around. I would have to say
It's almost as if this is really not a healthy diet. Just putting it out there.
that the vegan diet probably won't work for me long term. I just can't sit
It won't work for anyone long term.
Seriously.
there with my stomach going "Rah, rah, rah, rah," and me wanting to pass gas the entire time. God, that's embarrassing. What I didn't know about veganism is that there are a ton of up and coming options for those who aren't used to eating vegan. There are specialty restaurants that just offer vegan food.
For fucking idiots.
It does not matter.
Vegan sauce, like chips just aren't cutting it. Of decision fatigue, because you're constantly making decisions and you're using your willpower. It's actually a finite resource. What I noticed while I was following
Dude, I eat the same thing every day, raw, and I fucking love it.
the vegan diet was that I lost the drive to go to the gym. My work ethic
Yeah, your fucking testosterone tanked.
actually
How can he be saying all of these things and still defending the fact that a vegan diet is healthy? Because
That's what he learned in his bullshit ass doctor curriculums.
that's insane. He says that he feels like shit on the vegan diet, that he doesn't have motivation to go to the gym anymore and better himself. He says that he has bloating and gas issues, yet he says it's one of the healthiest diets that you should be on and that your
He's a bot.
diet should be plant focused. This is so ridiculous and ironic.
really suffered because I was putting such a strong emphasis on sticking to vegan when there were so many temptations and there were things I wanted to eat. I didn't want to hop on my spin bike in
I'm never tempted.
my bedroom. I didn't want to go to the gym with my friends. This is really unlike me, and it's an obstacle I didn't actually expect
Because a vegan diet is not healthy.
It's deficient in so many vitamins.
to face. When I went to the gym, I lifted fine. Getting to the gym was the actual struggle. At the time I least expected it, disaster struck. I got sick.
And you know his immune system's fucked from eating plants for what, 4 weeks? He's fried.
Because you don't have any nutrients going for you to protect your immune system, and it's not able to, help you recover from sickness or even help you fight off the sickness before you start to feel it.
I started coughing. I got a sore throat. I got a low-grade fever. I went to see the doctor. I weighed the pros and cons of starting antibiotics, of stopping the vegan diet. I decided to stick with conservative treatment and treat it like a viral illness. One of my favorite hacks to treat viral illnesses, actually the symptoms of the viral illnesses, is green tea with manuka honey.
That's a fucking mistake.
Patrol members be advised.
Freeze! Vegan police! Vegan police! Apparently, honey is not vegan. What? I guess honey is an animal product, but man, I didn't force
Bro, honey's just basically high fructose corn syrup.
the bees to make the honey. They make it on their own. We didn't have to milk them for it. If you want to disqualify my 4-week vegan challenge because I ate honey, so be it. I gotta say, at this point, I was rolling. I was starting getting into the vegan vibe. I was trying out new restaurants. I was sampling all the delicious foods that I got from Thrive. And I was excited. I was getting close to the finish line. But I will say one of the hardest things with the vegan diet is peer pressure. I mean, when I went out to eat with my friends, they were annoyed, to say the least, that we had to choose.
Try being a carnivore and eating out with your friends. Like, I'm not even
Or just don't eat out with your friends because your friends are retarded. And if you're trying to eat healthy and they're telling you to eat other shit, then they're not actually your friends.
complaining. I'm just saying, like, this should be the least of your worries. Peer pressure and like what other people think of you.
Like, fuck off, I'm not gonna drink that fucking strawberry smoothie.
Like, again, when I was doing strict carnivore, how hard do you think it was to actually go out? It was kind of very difficult because wherever you go, your only option is a steak, and not everywhere has a steak. You have to make sure it's not cooked in seed oils, whatever. But I feel like there's vegan options everywhere, and also
So many vegan options.
learn to say no. You're a grown man. If someone
Bitch made.
offers you something, just say no.
The restaurant based on my eating preference.
Okay.
In
That's
Greek
boring.
salad, no feta. Asparagus.
Oh my god, some asparagus, you fucking coward.
That looks so awful. Can we go back for a second?
Like, what? This nigga has some watermelon fucking salad, dude? Are you fucking stupid?
Greek salad, no feta.
No feta, dude, where the only thing you're gonna get fucking nutrients and then you take it out, like, go fuck yourself, and then some asparagus.
That looks so sad.
Y'all know how I feel about asparagus. Paul Sardino video.
Doesn't that look like the most depressing meal of all time? Jesus, I just
It's not food.
know his face would light up just at the sight of a nice steak smothered in butter.
Asparagus, fries. While
Seed oil french fries.
this next to me.
Yeah, that looks so much more appetizing.
While he is eating this,
Idiot.
and Jack is eating that. What are you eating?
Okay, so, let's see the struggles.
Actually, I didn't get weaker on vegan. I was lifting
If you were on vegan for longer than 4 weeks, I guarantee you would have gone weaker.
Yeah, you would have turned into a twig.
strong and I felt good. But what did suffer was getting to the gym. I really noticed a lack of willpower when I was following this restrictive diet.
That's why they want you to eat more plants. They want you to be docile.
4. When it comes to my body, I lost 3 pounds. I dropped from 203 to 200 pounds, so there was some weight loss, probably from under eating calories. But despite losing weight,
No, not from that. From under eating protein and fat.
I didn't feel as lean. I mean, all those sauces,
Yeah, because you're eating so many carbohydrates, your liver's full, your muscle's full, so it just goes into your liver and turns into fat.
all the rice that I ate, pasta, that contributed to the carb load and probably made me feel a little bit pudgier than usual. 5. This
Dude literally lost muscle and gained fat, dude.
is the big one. The real difficulty was my GI system. I mean, it was a mess.
Because we weren't meant to eat plants or process them, or at least not in the amount that he did over here.
The amount of gas and flatulence and bloating, God, I can't. It's like,
Okay, so I think moral of the story is don't go vegan. It didn't work out for him, even though he still has the audacity to say that it was a health.
Yeah, I can't lie, she's hella locked in. This was a good video. I didn't want to react to Dr. Mike, but I mean, this is a random ass shit that popped in my feed. It was a pretty fire vid. She's tapped in. She's healthy. She like eats like mostly meat, which is good. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I got some fire shit coming out. And yeah, I'll see y'all.